I'm Josh. I'm the assistant stage manager at the Nobel Prize ceremony here at Sanders Theater. Before the ceremony starts, I have just a few things I need to mention. First, chickens. As you know, the theme of tonight's ceremony is chicken. Sanders Theater regulations prohibit the flying or the throwing of chickens. Second, paper airplanes. Paper airplanes are a tradition here at the Ig Nobel Prize ceremony. However, due to new security regulations, which, by the way, we ourselves are not allowed to see, the flying of paper airplanes is prohibited inside Sanders Theater. However, we think we found a way around this. If you have made or brought paper airplanes, we can fly them only en masse by Sanders Theater's certified flight crews. If you have them, please pass them to the ends of your aisle where they will be collected. And the flight crew will then gather them and fly them in formation at very special times during the ceremony. We're sorry for the inconvenience of this, but we're also excited by this continuing experiment in the history of paper airplane flight. Thank you for taking part.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 17th First Annual Ig Nobel Prize Ceremony. We begin tonight with the entrance of the Nobel laureates, the Ig Nobel Prize winners, the 24/7 lecturers, and other dignitaries. Hello, people. You're welcome to come to the stage. Hooray! Okay, I guess that's it. I'm Karen Hopkin. I am the creator of the Stud Muffins of Science calendar. Thank you. I'm also the creator of Christopher Hopkin. We welcome you to this year's Ig Nobel Prize ceremony. We're gathered here tonight at Sanders Theater, Harvard University, as always. Tonight's proceedings will be simultaneously translated into Dutch.
avond van vanavond wordt vertaald in het Nederlands.
And simultaneously translated into German.
Ein Teil dieser Feier wird sich auch in deutscher Sprache stattfinden. Ein Teil dieser Feier wird sich auch in
And
deutscher Sprache
simultaneously translated into Polish.
Ein Teil dieser Feier wird sich auch in deutscher Sprache stattfinden.
And simultaneously translated into Russian.
Ein Teil dieser Feier wird sich auch in deutscher Sprache stattfinden.
And simultaneously translated into Turkish.
Bu akşam görüşmeler
Ein Teil
Türkçe ile
dieser Feier wird sich auch in deutscher Sprache stattfinden.
And simultaneously translated into Japanese.
日本語の同時
Ein
通
Teil
訳
dieser
が
Feier
簡単
wird
に
sich
で
auch
は
in
ない。
deutscher Sprache stattfinden.
And simultaneously translated into Farsi. And simultaneously translated into body language.
We gaan vanavond in alle talen vertalen.
And now, the grand introduction of the delegations, led by the exalted Grand High Panjandrum of Delegations, Louise Sacco.
Das ist ein ganz gutes heute Deutsch.
As we introduce each delegation, it will make its presence known by standing up and twirling in place 3 times, counterclockwise. Please greet them with the respect they deserve. Let's begin with the introductions. Marching tonight is the Boston Squeezebox Ensemble, known as the BSE, or the Mad Cow Musicians. They're led by Professor Michel from Harvard Medical School. The International U.S. Sauerkraut Top Pizza Baguette Paella Bakery Delegation from the Fujiyama. Lawyers for and against chickens, presenting U.S. chicken patents. Students from the Harvard University Department of Economics speaking up for the eggs. We were first. Harvard Society of Physics students. And we also have Chicken Little. Tedazoo, the third East Traveling Animal Zoo. The Harvard Radcliffe Science Fiction Association. Boston Mensa, the organization for people who score in the abnormal range on certain psychological tests. The Procrastination Caucus Alumni Chapter from the Kennedy School of Government. And finally, the Hen Cam delegation, making the everyday life of chickens available to all. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, literati, glitterati, pseudo-intellectuals, quasi-pseudo-intellectuals, and presidential science advisors. May I introduce our Master of Ceremonies, the editor of the Annals of Improbable Research, the Chief Airhead, Mark Abrams.
Mark Abrams!
Thank you, Karen. We are gathered here tonight to honor some remarkable individuals and groups. Every winner has done something that first makes people laugh and then makes them think. The Ig Nobel Prize ceremony is produced by the science humor magazine, The Annals of Improbable Research. It's co-sponsored proudly by the Harvard Radcliffe Science Fiction Association, by the Harvard Radcliffe Society of Physics Students, and by the Harvard Computer Society. Tonight, 10 prizes will be given. The achievements speak for themselves all too eloquently. Now, let me introduce some of the several hundred people who are here on our stage. First, our Nobel laureates. 1986 Nobel laureate in chemistry from Harvard University, Dudley Hirschbach. 1998 Nobel laureate in physics from Stanford University, Bob Laughlin. 1976 Nobel laureate in chemistry from Harvard University, William Lipscomb. 1990 Nobel laureate in physics From MIT, Jerome Friedman. As usual, was prevented from joining us. Here he is via the magic of slides and audio tape.
Present at this very special occasion is an outstanding event. The results that are being recognized here are truly awesome. I hope all of you are enjoying this occasion as much as I am.
Thank you, Professor Friedman. And a 2005 Nobel laureate in physics from Harvard University, a man who for more than 10 years swept paper airplanes from the stage here at the Ig Nobel Prize ceremony, Roy Glauber. Now let's meet some of the authority figures who are on stage. Our major domo, Gary Dreyfus. Our minor domos, Julia Lunetta, James Mahoney, Anna Elisiva, Genevieve Reynolds, Pico Todd, Chase Vanderwalk, and Natasha Rosenberg. Our minor domos, Ellen Mahoney and Julia Elisiva. Okay. Our forgotten Nobel laureate, for whom I am terribly embarrassed and apologize. 2006 Nobel laureate in physiology or medicine who will never come back, I'm afraid, from the University of Massachusetts, Craig Mello. In the back, our slide jockeys, Mira Wilczek, Betsy Devine, and Keith Clark, way behind you there. Our tech crew, who labored darkly, David Kessler, Joshua Kroll, Rob Sanders, Sarah Jenks, and Quentin Smith. Our sound engineers, who labor quietly, Jeff Bryant, Miles Smith, and Frank Cunningham. Our mic monkey, Jessica Gerard. Our lurking presences, Robin Abrams, Stanley Eigen, Isabel Rosenberg, and Rose Fox. Our performing chemists, Daniel Rosenberg and Joost Bonson. Our soup technician, Sylvia Rosenberg. The human spotlights, glittery Jim Brett and Katrina Rosenberg. The human curtain rods, Maria Elisiva and Emily Coombs. The official keepers of the mop who will sweep detritus from the stage, Doug Berman, Sarah Lichtblau, and Roy Glauber. Our control and command elements, the Ig Nobel referee, Mr. John Barrett. For those who are worried about sex and violence, our V-chip monitor will attempt to block anything offensive from reaching your eyes, ears, or if you're watching on your computer, your fingertips. Here is our V-chip monitor, noted New York attorney William J. Maloney. Mr. Maloney, will you please demonstrate your displeasure? Thank you. As you know, we used to have a problem at the Ig Nobel ceremony of people running on, taking too long to say whatever it was they were going to say. We now solve that problem. Here's how we solve it. Please welcome the charming, delightful, ever so cute 8-year-old Miss Sweetie Poo. Miss Sweetie Poo, would you please demonstrate what you will do when somebody exceeds his or her allotted time?
Please stop. I'm bored. Please stop. I'm bored.
Thank you, Miss Sweetie Poo.
Please
Now, Miss
stop.
Sweetie Poo will be on duty.
Please
Thank you, Miss
stop.
Sweetie Poo.
I'm
Miss
bored. Please stop.
Thank you, Miss Sweetie Poo. on with the introductions. Our house musicians, the group The Igleaves, Nick Karstoyu and his memories. Our Ig Nobel operatic pianist, Scott Nicholas. There are lots of other important people. You'll meet them later. We want to thank very much the Harvard Extension School for their generous support in televising this on the internet. Also the Harvard Arts and Sciences Computer Services for hosting the stream, and also Apple Computer for their technical oversight. The ceremony will also be broadcast later on National Public Radio's Talk of the Nation Science Friday with Ira Flato. That will be on the day after Thanksgiving. And now it is my honor to introduce our presiding monarchs. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the King and Queen. Their Majesties, the King and perhaps the Queen of Swedish meatballs. You may be seated. Your Majesties, you may be seated. Thank you. And now, Professor Jean Berko Gleason will deliver the traditional Ig Nobel Welcome, Welcome speech.
Welcome. Welcome.
We are honored to have with us several past winners of Ig Nobel Prizes who have kindly joined us tonight. We'll ask each of them to come up and very briefly say a word. First, the 2006 Ig Nobel Acoustics Prize was awarded to the team who conducted experiments to learn why it is that people dislike the sound of fingernails scraping on a blackboard. Please welcome back Lynn Halpern. When she shows up, you can welcome her properly.
You'll hear her first.
Yes, Dudley points out we will hear her. Okay. The 2005, if it's especially good, that's fine. But the 2005 Ig Nobel Economics Prize was awarded to the inventor of an alarm clock that runs away and hides repeatedly, thus ensuring that people do get out of bed. Please welcome back Gauri Nanda.
So for generations, roosters have been waking us up, and chickens can wake us up too, but most of us don't have that option. So I made an alarm clock that runs away. So it'll actually fall to the floor when you hit the snooze button and then run around the room, so you kind of have to go and find it to turn it off. Thank you.
The 1996 Ig Nobel Art Prize was awarded to the creator of the plastic pink flamingo. Please welcome back Don Featherstone and his wife, Nancy Featherstone.
Well, he thinks he's a chicken. I'm happy to say the pink flamingo looked like it was going to be going the way of the dodo bird, and the factory closed, and it remained that way for about a year. But a man out in New Hartford, New York, has purchased the dies and is now in full production. So, like the phoenix, the flamingo has reared its tacky little head and started to work on the state of New York now. Thank you.
The 2006 Ig Nobel Medicine Prize went to the author of the medical case report, Termination of Intractable Hiccups with Digital Rectal Massage. Please welcome back Dr. Francis Fesmeyer.
It is a great honor for me and my right index finger to be here tonight at the 2007 Ig Nobel ceremony. In keeping with the theme of tonight, my right index finger would like to impart a few words of wisdom. What do you say to the chicken who wants to cross the road? What do you say to the chicken who wants to... What do you say to the chicken who wants to cross the road? Got hiccups? Thank you. For the lucky few outside tonight after the ceremony, I will be throwing out some of Dr. Friend's anti-hiccup kits for home use of my technique.
The 1999 Ig Nobel Entomology Prize was awarded to Dr. Robert Lopez for his series of experiments in obtaining ear mites from cats and inserting them carefully into his own ear, and then observing and analyzing what happened after that. I'm very sorry to report that Dr. Lopez passed away earlier this year. His daughter, Jan, is with us tonight, and her two sons. Jan, I wonder if you would stand and take a bow. And finally, a warm welcome to the 2003 Ig Nobel Biology Prize winner. He is responsible for writing up the world's first scientifically reported case of homosexual necrophilia in the mallard duck. Please welcome back from Rotterdam, the Netherlands, Kees Moeliker.
Hello, everybody. It's nice to be here, and I'll see you later in a minute with my friend.
Thank you. If you come to the Ig Informal Lectures at MIT, 1 o'clock this Saturday, which are free, you will hear most of tonight's winners and most of the past winners trying, if they can, to explain what they did and why they did it. The editors of the Annals of Improbable Research have chosen a theme for this year's ceremony, and this year's theme is chicken. To honor the theme of chicken, we have a keynote speech. Our keynote speech is delivered by the man who, in certain respects, is the world's top authority on chicken. Please welcome Doug Zonker.
Chicken. 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 Chickens. Chicken. 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 Chicken, chicken, chicken. Chicken, 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 chicken. Chicken, 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 chicken. Chickens, 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 chicken, chickens. Chickens, 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 chickens. Chickens. Chicken, chicken. Chicken, 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 chicken. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Chicken, 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 chicken. Chicken, 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 chickens. Chickens, chicken, chicken, chickens, chickens, chickens. Chickens, 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 chicken, chickens, chickens, chickens. Chicken, 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 chickens. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Chickens. Chicken. Chicken, 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 chicken. Chicken, 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 chicken. Chicken, 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 chicken. Chickens. Chickens, chickens, chicken, chicken, chicken. Chicken, chickens, chickens. Chicken, chickens. Chicken, chicken, chickens, chicken, chickens, 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 chicken.
Doug Zonker. Now it's time for the Nano lectures. Two of the world's great scientists will explain the inner workings of chickens. Each Nano lecture is a maximum of 30 seconds long. The 30-second time limit will be enforced by our referee, Mr. John Barrett. Mr. Barrett? Mr. Barrett, do you have any advice for our Nano lecturers?
Gentlemen, keep it clean.
Thank you. The first Nano lecture will be presented by Dudley Hirschbach. Professor Hirschbach will explain in 30 seconds or less the chemistry of chickens. Ready, set, go.
I dedicate this lecture to Albert Einstein. He liked to say, "Nobody expected me to lay golden eggs." Today, the global population of chickens is about 25 billion. All are superb biochemists, especially the hens. They are able to solve a problem that stumped Einstein and has tormented generations of scientists. How can you unscramble an egg or restore Humpty Dumpty? Usually it's said to be thermodynamically impossible because of inescapable entropy.
Thank you.
But just feed a scrambled egg to a hen, give her about a day, and she'll deliver a nice new egg.
Our next Nano lecture will be delivered Our next Nano lecture and our final Nano lecture will be delivered by Kees Moeliker, the curator of birds at the Natural History Museum of Rotterdam in the Netherlands. He will explain in 30 seconds or less chickens and ducks. Chickens and ducks. Ready, set, go.
This is not a chicken. This is a duck. It is the Ig duck. This duck got me the Ig Nobel Prize 2003. Because I saw the first case of homosexual necrophilia in the mallard duck. To the best of my knowledge, this behavior has not been observed in chickens. Thank you.
And now let's get it over with, ladies and gentlemen, the awarding of the 2007 Ig Nobel Prizes. We're giving out 10 prizes. The winners come from many nations on 5 continents. This year's winners have truly earned their prizes. Karen, tell them what they've won.
Thank you. This year's Ig Nobel Prize winners each win an Ig Nobel Prize.
What else?
A piece of paper saying they've won an Ig Nobel Prize. It's signed by several Nobel laureates.
And what else?
That's it. Sorry.
How wonderful. Thank you, Karen. This is the coveted Ig Nobel Prize. And now, our winners. First, the Medicine Prize. The Ig Nobel Medicine Prize this year is awarded to Brian Whitcomb of Gloucester in the UK and Dan Meyer of Antioch, Tennessee in the US for their penetrating medical report, Sword Swallowing and Its Side Effects. Here are Brian Whitcomb and Dan Meyer.
Ladies and gentlemen, knowledge often advances when people from different fields of activity come together to look at an issue of mutual interest from different perspectives, and so it was with this study. A semi-retired hospital radiologist who had an occasional interest in patients with swallowing disorders, that's me, came into contact with one of the world's greatest sword swallowers, Dan Meyer. Dan Meyer is not only an outstanding sword swallower with the US record for swallowing swords underwater, but he also maintains a comprehensive database of over 100 sword swallowers in more than 16 countries, and this formed the basis of our survey. I'm extremely grateful for Dan for his energetic and meticulous and sometimes humorous input, and we are both, of course, extremely grateful to those that bestowed this great honor upon us. Finally, we are also grateful to our peer reviewer, Dr. Catherine Grebenik, a London consultant cardiothoracic anaesthetist, who recommended publication of our paper to the British Medical Journal editors, saying our paper was a cut above many others, added to the incisive body of literature on sword swallowing, and she wrote it made its points well and would keep the BMJ at the cutting edge of sword swallowing literature. And finally, we are of course grateful to all the members of the sword swallowing fraternity and our medical colleagues. Oh.
Thank you very much.
The Physics Prize. This year's Ig Nobel Physics Prize is presented to Mahadevan of Harvard University and Enrique Cerda Villablanca of Universidad de Santiago de Chile for studying how sheets become wrinkled. Here are Mahadevan and Professor Villablanca's sister, Mariela.
My brother dedicates his Ig Nobel Prize to all the wrinkled people in the world, especially to our beautiful grandmother. Thank you.
Wrinkle, wrinkle on my skin, how I wonder did you begin? By sagging and swelling and shrinking too, while stretching and bending were mixed into a brew, till aha, a formula that fits on a pin. How infinitely familiar and how far from understood our environment is. And no one reminds us of this every day besides our children. So I thank them all, in particular our two, Kausalya and Aditya. Wrinkle, wrinkle on my skin, where I wonder did I sin? Celebrated in art and drapery until aha, pruned by surgery and then just a has-been.
Now, please give your attention to Nobel laureate Roy Glauber.
I ask all of you to join me in a moment of science.
Biology Prize. The Ig Nobel Biology Prize this year is presented to Dr. Johanna E.M.H. van Braunzwijk of Eindhoven University and of Technology in the Netherlands for doing a census of all the mites, insects, spiders, pseudoscorpions, crustaceans, bacteria, algae, ferns, and fungi with whom we share our beds each night. Here is Professor van Braunzwijk.
Sorry. As a byproduct of energy studies that I started as a student 30 years ago, I found that you never sleep alone. Nature does not stop at the windowsill. We are only one organism in the midst of millions in the dwelling community. In the seat you are using now, mice are following your thread to the far sides of the cushions. It's a little worse on the chairs because they are with textiles, but also the other seats have this problem. Our daily production of 1 to 1.5 gram skin scales feeds mites, fungi, bacteria and algae, and when humidity in air or textiles is a little higher, also book lice and wood lice. Sometimes 1 or 2 young cockroaches intermingle. It is with much pleasure that I accept the prize and hope it will help public understanding of the natural processes we belong to. Thank you.
Now, here is a musical treat, the world premiere of a mini opera called Chicken versus Egg. There are 3 acts, 1 now, 2 later. The opera stars Gail Kilkelly and Maggie McNeil and pianist Scott Nicholas. Now, here is our narrator, Karen Hopkin.
Thanks, Mark. Tonight's opera is called Chicken versus Egg. It's about a chicken sitting on an egg, and you can probably guess where it goes from there. The chicken is played by Gail Kilkelly. We'll meet her in Act 2. The egg is played by Maggie McNeil. Off stage, as in the opera, our 2 singers happen to be mother and daughter. Make of that what you will. Here's some background. The hen has been sitting on the egg for quite a while now. The egg is getting awfully bored. Let's join her now as she complains to her mother.
Teach me to play well with others my posture and my growth, also my deportment. A small bust line, a twisted spine, it looks like I'll have both. But your most nasty cut, mother, you brute, is you're keeping me beneath your butt, might smush my suit. I have the most perfect suit one could possess. It's really cute. Yes, 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 yes. It's a perfect shade of eggshell. Perfect ovid, it looks swell. But when you sit on me, my clothes will go to hell. This you know perfectly well. Mother, oh mother, please stop sitting on my head. Did you hear, mother dear? Mental slaughter of your daughter, I'll never be the same. Mental slaughter of your daughter, I'll never be the same.
We seem to have had another chicken roosting in the projector. We apologize for the glitches for that. The Chemistry Prize. The Ig Nobel Chemistry Prize this year is presented to Mayu Yamamoto of the International Medical Center of Japan for developing a way to extract vanillin, the flavor and fragrance of vanilla, from cow dung. Here is Mayu Yamamoto.
Thank you. Please imagine what kind of smell you can when the cow dung are heated. Can you imagine that? It's a very strange and sweet. Please eat ice cream with cow dung. Thank you.
Now, here is a special tribute to Mayu Yamamoto. Please welcome Gus Rankatori, the owner of Toscanini's Ice Cream.
Thank you very much. This was a very difficult year in the ice cream business. There were dramatic increases in dairy costs and real estate costs, and Ms. Yamamoto's achievement stood out like a lantern. And Toscanini's was inspired, and we were inspired enough to imitate her achievement. And we have samples for the laureates.
This is going to take a while. Now, I almost forgot. Tomorrow, a very special event just scheduled at 11 a.m. Gus Rankatori has very kindly arranged that tomorrow anyone who comes at 11 o'clock to Toscanini's Ice Cream in Central Square, Cambridge, will get a free tasting of this new flavor of Yamamoto Vanilla Twist. That's 11 o'clock tomorrow, Friday, October 5th, at Toscanini's. Now get set for something special, the 24/7 lectures. We have invited several of the world's top thinkers to try to tell us very briefly what they're thinking about. Each 24/7 lecturer will explain her or his topic twice. First, a complete technical description in 24 seconds. And then, after a brief pause, a clear summary that anyone can understand in 7 words. The 24-second time limit will be enforced by Mr. John Barrett, our referee. Now, let's have the first group of 24/7 lecturers. Will the poultry inspectors bar the doors? The first 24/7 lecture will be delivered by Massimo Marconi, Assistant Professor of Food Science at the University of Guelph. His topic, food science. First, a complete technical description in 24 seconds. On your mark, get set, go.
Food science is an interdisciplinary applied science which uses principles of experimental design and statistical analysis in the examination of all aspects of foods, from harvest of ingredients to their behavior during formulation, processing, storage, and evaluation as consumer food products. It incorporates concepts from a variety of fields, including chemistry, microbiology, and processing engineering. In a nutshell, food science is concerned with all quality, nutritional, sensory, cultural, and safety aspects of foods.
A clear summary that anyone can understand in 7 words. On your mark, get set, go.
Foods that don't kill make you fatter.
The next 24/7 lecture will be delivered by Fariba Human, the Interim Director of the Human Subjects Administration at the Harvard School of Public Health. Her topic, research ethics. First, a complete technical description in 24 seconds. On your mark, get set, go.
The ethical conduct of non-exempt human subject research is governed by a set of rules codified by 45 CFR 46. In a phase 2 trial of avian flu vaccine in a cohort of animal handlers of broiler chickens.
And now, a clear summary that anyone can understand in 7 words. On your mark, get set, go.
Research on animal handlers needs IRB approval.
The Linguistics Prize. The Ig Nobel Linguistics Prize is awarded to Juan Manuel Toro, Josep B. Trobalon, and Núria Sebastián Gálvez of Universitat de Barcelona for showing that rats sometimes cannot tell the difference between a person speaking Japanese backwards and a person speaking Dutch backwards. The winners could not travel to the ceremony, and so they prepared a video acceptance speech. Here on video is Juan Manuel Toro.
I'm sorry I couldn't go to Boston to receive our award, but as you can see, I am very busy right now running some experiments.
Now, seriously, language discrimination is a very interesting topic.
Basically, because it highlights what we all share with other animals, such as this one here. The basic idea is that for everybody, it's very easy to discriminate between an English sentence, such as this one, and a Spanish sentence, como esta que estoy diciendo en este momento. But it is not so easy to discriminate between them when they are playing backwards, as in here. This is basically because in backward speech, some very important prosodic features are lost. But the real interesting point is that the same processing constraints are found in human adults, in human infants, in tamarin monkeys, and even in rats. So, anyway, for us it's a pleasure and an honor to join the club of the Ig Nobel winners, and thank you so much for the prize. Ciao.
The Literature Prize, the Ig Nobel Literature Prize this year is presented to Glenda Brown of Blaxland, Blue Mountains, Australia, for her study of the word the and of the many ways the word the causes problems for anyone who tries to put things into alphabetical order. Here is Glenda Brown.
Thank you. I work as an indexer, the person who creates the A to Z access points at the back of books, magazines, websites, journals, online help, just about anywhere. Few people know that indexers exist, and even fewer know that we worry ceaselessly about how to alphabetize our entries so you can find what you need. The is a case in point. It's a funny little word that sometimes matters and sometimes doesn't. You sort the Bible and the Beatles at B, but the Hague and the camel's hump is an ugly wump at T. And that's before you get to terms like the pill, the beetle, the deaf, the undead. So, no worries, here's my guide to the rules. When filing a title, the goes at the end and you start with a lowercase letter. But an index of first lines puts the at the front, somehow they think that works better. In corporate bodies, the is often left out. It's part of the name, but it has not much clout. But in place names, the is important to show. You must trust the rules, for surely they know. With love to John, Bill and Jenny back home, to all the indexers around the world, from Indexel, the indexer, Anzi, and friends and family, and to my sister Carol for being here and for saying an Ig Nobel is the best award you could ever win. Thank you.
Now, please give your attention to Nobel laureate Craig Mello.
Please join us now for a moment of science.
Now, Act 2 of our mini-opera. Here is our narrator, Karen Hopkin.
Thank you, Crumbcake. Since our first visit with the chicken and her egg, not a whole lot has happened. The egg has continued to be an egg, and the chicken, well, she's continued to sit on it. Here in Act 2, the chicken, she's grown weary of her egg's incessant whining. Let's join the mother hen now as she tells her daughter some facts of life.
The Peace Prize. The Ig Nobel Peace Prize is awarded this year to the Air Force Wright Laboratory in Dayton, Ohio, USA, for instigating research and development on a chemical weapon, the so-called gay bomb, that will make enemy soldiers become sexually irresistible to each other. The winners could not or would not be with us tonight. But we have a demonstration. I'm afraid the V-chip monitor has called off our demonstration. Will the chicken genome analysts bar the doors? The second and final round of 24/7 lectures is about to begin. The next 24/7 lecture will be delivered by Jill Lepore, professor of history at Harvard University. Her topic, history. First, a complete technical description of the subject in 24 seconds. On your mark, get set, go.
History is in the doing. Travel to an archive, repository, or library, bring a pencil, fill out little yellow call slip, read the chicken scratch of letters, diaries, love notes, speeches, scrapbooks, write unopened mail, strange and wondrous people you've never met and never will, though you probably wish you could have. Find out everything you can about how they understood why hens lay eggs. Think about it some more, and then make up some cock and bull story.
And now, a clear summary that anyone can understand in 7 words. On your mark, get set, go.
History is the study of dead people.
The final 24/7 lecture will be delivered by Nobel laureate William Lipscomb. His topic, chicken. First, a complete technical summary in 24 seconds. On your mark, get set, go.
It is very surprising how many references there are in the internet for chicken. Unbelievable. I could go through them, but they don't have much time here. No one is asked why a chicken crosses the road to cross the road.
And now a clear summary that anyone can understand in 7 words. On your mark, get set, go.
Chicken lays egg. It's a standing ovation.
Prize, the Ig Nobel Nutrition Prize, is awarded to Brian Wansink of Cornell University for exploring the seemingly boundless appetites of human beings by feeding them with a self-refilling, bottomless bowl of soup. Here is Professor Wansink.
An ode to a soup bowl. Oh, say, can you see my soup bowl refill? But because it's not empty, I keep eating still. I've eaten 14 ounces, but little do I know there's a tube in the bottom, and I've got 6 quarts to go. Some geek in a red apron just told me to stop. I'm starving, I tell him. The soup's still at the top. Now, when we eat with our eyes do the cheating. It's the psychology of food, explains my book, Mindless Eating. So if you use a bowl's bottom to tell you you're through, you'll find 6 quarts later, the last laughs on you.
we have a demonstration.
Or? Why, yes, please.
And now it's time for the Win a Date with a Nobel laureate contest.
He's shapely, he's sassy, and he's smarter than you. Robert B. Laughlin won the 1998 Nobel Prize in Physics for explaining how a strong magnetic field can cause electrons to melt into a rich, creamy quantum fluid. Raised amidst the walnuts and other nuts in the San Joaquin Valley, Laughlin enjoys playing the piano, taking apart vacuum cleaners, and watching quasi-particles behaving badly. If you think a cool quantum cocktail with a twist of fractional charge sounds like the perfect nightcap, Bob is the bartender for you. Please give a warm win-a-date welcome to Robert Laughlin.
All right, now let's see which lucky audience member will win a date with this Nobel laureate. When you entered the hall, you were handed an attractive printed program. Pick it up, open it, and look through it. See if you find a picture of a chicken confusedly standing in a crosswalk. If you have that picture in your program, then you've won a date. Come on up and claim your prize. Take it out back, kids. That's okay. Have a seat. You can get in touch later. Thanks. The Economics Prize. The Ig Nobel Economics Prize this year is awarded to Guo Cheng-xie of Taichung, Taiwan, for patenting a device in the year 2001 that catches bank robbers by dropping a net over them. The Ig Nobel Board of Governors has attempted repeatedly to send people to locate Mr. Xie, but none of them were able to. He seems to have vanished mysteriously. If anyone knows the whereabouts of this poor man, please get in touch with us. It was suggested to us, and we hope this is not the case, that there is the possibility that the gentleman was trapped inside his own machine. And thank you. And now the final prize of the evening, the Aviation Prize. The Ig Nobel Aviation Prize is awarded to Patricia Agostino, Santiago Plano, and Diego Golombek of Universidad Nacional de Quilmes, Argentina, for their discovery that Viagra aids jet lag recovery in hamsters. Here is Professor Golenbeck.
Thank you. I have a message from the International Hamster Frequent Travelers Association that says, thank you, scientists, for fulfilling all of our needs. We are Syrian hamsters. That's a lot of time zones away. And we have a lot of a sex life, so we have both our desires fulfilled. And then I have a message from the Laboratory Rat and Mice Society that says, why not us? Finally, I would like to thank my colleagues and my students for performing wonderful research that made us laugh and then think, and also for going to the drugstore to get the Viagra for all of us. Thank you.
We'd like to remind you again that on Saturday afternoon, the IG informal lectures happen. Most of these winners and most of the returning winners here will have 5 minutes each to try to explain, if possible and if they're capable, what they did and why they did it. That's in MIT Building 10, room 250, starting at 1:30. Now, it's time for the final act of our mini opera, Chicken versus Egg. Our singers will be joined on stage by the Nobel laureate and by the other distinguished researchers here on our stage. Here is our narrator, Karen Hopkin.
Thank you, sir. It's time for the thrilling conclusion to our opera. After 9 months, 9 weeks, however long it takes an egg to hatch, the magic moment is finally about to arrive. The hen and her egg are really excited. You may notice some other eggs here on stage. They're played by the Nobel laureates. These other eggs, too, are eager to hatch, but they're not going anywhere right now. Their stories will have to be told some other time. Now, let's join the mother hen as her favorite egg breaks out of its shell and becomes a chick.
And now, Professor Jean Berko-Gleason will deliver the traditional Ig Nobel Goodbye, Goodbye speech.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us honor all of the people who put this ceremony together. Okay. And we ask now that all of the new Ig Nobel winners and the past Ig Nobel winners and the lecturers join the Nobel laureates at center stage for a pointless photo opportunity. If you could move up to the front. Now, everybody, please put your hands together, whack them together, shower these people with self-esteem. Now, if you'd like to stay around for about 2 minutes and help us clean up this awful mess of paper airplanes, we'd greatly appreciate it. On behalf now of the Harvard-Radcliffe Science Fiction Association and the Harvard-Radcliffe Society of Physics students and the Harvard Computer Society, and especially on behalf of the Annals of Improbable Research, we want to thank you very much for coming tonight. Thank you to all of the people here who took a lot of time out to do this. Oh yes, we've been asked to give a special thanks to the unnamed patient who was treated by Dr. Fesmeyer. And now, please. Sweet. All right, now, please just remember this final thought. If you didn't win an Ig Nobel Prize this year, and especially if you did, better luck next year. Thank you. Good night.